Hello, everybody. Oh, gosh. Hello, everybody. Hi. Happy Monday on a Wednesday? Wednesday on a Monday? No. Monday on a Wednesday. I don't know. Hi. Here we are. We are live today. Trying to find the right shade of lip color for today's projects. You know I like to coordinate. I hope that you're doing well. We had just a little bit of a shock to the system today. It was 70, Whitney says it was 76. I don't know about that. It was 72 for sure yesterday. And today, right now it's 29, but it's super windy, so it's colder than that. This morning it was 17. We went from 72 to 17. It's so crazy. Oh, Gloria, and your 80 degrees. Sorry, I can't even do that. So happy to see you here. I hope that you guys are having a great week. I still feel like crumb. I'd say other words, but they're not appropriate. And crap was not the word I was thinking of either. So anyway, I got some medication, so I'm hoping that will help. I don't know why it hasn't kicked in yet, because oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. But anyway, I have used so much Kleenex in the last 2 months. Little over 2 months. I'm really kind of over it. I'm over my eyeballs feeling like they could pop out of my head at any time. I'm sick of my nasally nose and nasally voice. My nose is raw. Oh! I'm just over it. Anyway, I'm hoping, though, that it's all going to be a faint memory here shortly. Oh my gosh, Sherry's 14 below in Minnesota. It was 5 below with the wind chill. So crazy. Anyway, it is just wonderful to see you all, though. Thank you for coming as I rescheduled. I could not go live. Actually, I was kind of feeling that way today, too. Like, I don't know if I could go live. But I have to because Saleabration ends tomorrow. It's the last day tomorrow, so I had to go live. I have some super cute projects to do, kind of random projects to share with you, and a few announcements, and then then we're gonna stamp and that's it. So I think I'm not gonna talk too long. Usually when I say that, then I go on and on and on, and I'm gonna try really hard not to do that, just because my voice is dying and so am I. But anyway. Thank you all so much for your kind words. This is really funny, and I just have to share this because it really made me giggle. Literally yesterday we were working, and I told one of my assistants that I felt like my vibe for the day yesterday was homeless because I was wearing sweats and kind of a raggedy t-shirt. My hair was kind of crazy and like up in a messy bun, and I just, so was not feeling great at all. And my assistant laughed at me, and she's like, yeah, I totally get that, feeling. And so then I had a live for Stamp Happy Academy yesterday, and I tried to really pull it together for that. I got a comment from somebody. It was so sweet, but it still just makes me giggle. She said she joined the live later and didn't see my face at the beginning. And so when she went back to watch it, she said something like, she can really see my weight loss in my face, which was so sweet. I so am grateful for it. She goes, "You look so beautiful." And I told her that I thought homeless was more my vibe for yesterday. But It was so sweet of her to say that. I'm telling you, lip gloss can really make a difference in a person's life. That's why I always put it on at the beginning. I mean, that started kind of many years ago, but it's amazing what lip gloss can do for a person. So, Mary, we had a issue with that link, but we fixed it right before I went live, and then I don't know, our website was being weird. It should work. So I'm so sorry if you missed the live because of that. But the projects are really fun, so go back and watch. All right, so as a reminder, Sale-a-bration ends tomorrow. So I just wanted to tell you that if you, oh, you guys are so nice commenting on the Lavender retreat this weekend. That's so kind of you. I will tell you that was a labor of love, for sure. First off, it was probably the most paper I think I've ever cut for a retreat. I'm trying to remember if I've ever cut more paper than that, and I don't think so. So it was a lot of paper to cut. And it really, Mary, if you're still having trouble, can you message me after? I can't fix it right now because I'm live, but I want to make sure you get into it. So just send me an email if you would. By the way, if you ever need something from me, email is the best way for me, especially if I need to do something. I'm just saying. I get messages like absolutely all over the place, and sometimes it's so hard. Like sometimes it'll pop up as a notification, and then I cannot remember where I come back to it at. So anyway, I try so hard, but I get just gabillions of notifications for all the different ways a person can connect to another person with the social media. But we had such a nice time this weekend with our Lavender retreat. I actually have 2 left. I thought I only had 2, but I had 4. I had 2 more packets that I didn't realize I had. So if you're interested, holler at me. It was pretty awesome. Everything's recorded, so, and most of it was pre-recorded anyway. We did have a couple live sessions, 3 live sessions, but obviously they're recorded, and the projects are pretty awesome. If I can just say, I was proud of us. When we were putting together all the projects, it was so exciting to like see it all come together, and we were like, we're pretty good. So I was really happy with how it turned out, and the comments have been so amazing. So I really appreciate it, and thank all of you who joined us. It really was a wonderful, wonderful event that we did enjoy putting together for you. I will tell you, this is kind of a funny story. If you guys ship stuff ever, you'll understand. So, we plan all the stuff that we're going to do oftentimes well in advance of putting it physically together, you know what I mean? So like we plan the number of projects and the stuff that we're using oftentimes before we even have all of it in our hands. And so we were, once all the stuff was kind of here, we were putting it together, trying to figure out how we were going to ship it. And I live and die kind of by these priority boxes that the post office provides us, which is wonderful. And so Barb was like, have you guys tried putting this in a box yet? And I was like, no. And so she was showing us how it wouldn't all fit in the box. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I couldn't believe that. We were like, what are we going to do? So we got these purple bags to put them in, which of course was perfect. But I like taped them and put all the stuff because I wasn't sure how they would mail. And luckily they got through pretty good. I have lost a bit of faith in the post office as of the last couple of months. It really has not been great. So they just are, I don't want to say, I don't know. They just don't have the same level of caring that I have in my shipping. I'm just saying. Oops. Oh gosh, I'm trying to find my, oh, for goodness sakes. Do you guys ever touch the wrong buttons on stuff? Oh, I did it again. I'm sure you're just like, yeah, Dina. One of the things that makes me crazy about Facebook is I have to switch profiles between my Stampin' Up! Or my business Facebook page and my personal profile. You have to literally switch. It's just a pain. It never used to be that way. You could do both, which was kind of fun. But anyway, and I can't tell you how many times I pushed the wrong thing. Oh my gosh. It makes me crazy because then it takes forever to switch it back. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Okay. So I'm pulling up my live on my phone so I can watch it. Oh, there I am. So yeah, Stampin' Up! Uses a couple different shippers. They started with FedEx before the UPS was gonna possibly strike I think it was last summer, because if they went on strike and they couldn't deliver packages, that would be bad. So they have multiple carriers: the post office, the UPS, and the FedEx. I love using the word "the" in front of all those things. Anyway, so today we have, oh, why can't I see? Oh, open app. That's why. Yes, I want to leave Facebook. I want to open the app. I want to see my live and I want to see the comments. It's so much easier. There we are. It's all good. Thank you. I'm giggling at myself. You know, you say FedEx does a better job. I actually think UPS does. I'm sure it really depends on where you live. FedEx changes the delivery dates all the time on me. And UPS, if they tell me it's going to be delivered on a certain day, it almost always is. The rare exception is like act of God, winter weather, but it's really, FedEx makes me crazy. When I got some Stampin' Up! Packages, every single one of them came later than they would say, oh, it's on track to be delivered, on track to be delivered, on track to be delivered. Oh, kidding, it's going to be late. So I prefer UPS, but you know what? I'm sure it just depends on your driver, where you live, where the hub is near you. It just kind of depends. So yeah. Yeah, ordering or shipping has been much better. They've did a lot of hiring to get more people, and it's, yeah. Oh gosh, here's another good one. Yvonne said, one of the card kits I mailed to her went to Illinois, then to St. Louis, then to Cincinnati, and then back to St. Louis, and then it was finally delivered. There's been a lot of that going on, and I sent a package on January 5th, and it did not end up going to the person it went to. It got shipped. It said return to sender on it, so I could see that in the tracking, like on about January 10th. It finally came here, was it Friday? Monday? Monday. 2 months almost later. 7 weeks later. Really? Ugh. Crazy. Anyway. So it's crazy. But anyway, I'm just grateful that we have shipping to us in a reasonable amount of time. I know a lot of Canadians have struggled with shipping times and all kinds of logistical issues that they've been dealing with, so I can't complain too much. Anyway, I hope though that you guys are ready to do some stamping. I'm going to get set up here for some awesome stamping. Sorry, I'm just checking over these comments. Let me see here. All right. All right. So let me flip my camera around. Oh, well, I'll flip my camera around and then I'll give you my reminders. Okay, here we go. See, I just pushed the wrong button. They switched where the thing is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, hi, hello. All right, so the last day of celebration is tomorrow. So as a reminder, there's all kinds of fabulous goodies in our celebration flyer. There's even been some additional products from the annual catalog that were added to our celebration offering that you can get for free. There are things, all of the things I've been showing you up to here are free with a $50 increment purchase. So if you spend $100, you get two. 150 you get three, etc. Or you can choose the $100 options with increments of $100, so you can mix and match. You can do whatever you want. So there's the Jungle Pal dies, the Softly Sophisticated, which is a stamp set plus an embossing folder, which I love, and then the detailed dogwood. We used the detailed dogwood last week on our cards that we made. And if you spend $35 or more in my online store from last Monday through Sunday of this March, so March 3rd, you can get this card kit for free. If you spend $50, you'll get the card kit plus my All-Star tutorial PDF. And if you spend $75, you'll get the card kit, the PDF, plus a free embellishment to go with these projects. So it's a really great option. And of course, all the pre-cut goodness is in here, like these die cut pieces and everything. So anyway, so that is still going on. Also, there are specials for if you have been saving up a big order, or even better, if you want to join Stampin' Up. So let me tell you about the saving up for a big order first. So if you host a workshop or place a large order being $300 in products, you will get an extra $30 in free merchandise. So right now, when you have a $300 workshop, you can choose a 12% rewards. So 12% of $300, plus they're going to give you an extra $30 on top of that, which is so awesome. That's the host perk for Sale-a-bration. And then, of course, the joining perk for Sale-a-bration is you get the Glass Mat Studio. Now, I have been using the Glass Mat Studio in my videos lately, but I got an interesting comment and I appreciated the comment. It was very sweet. Somebody told me that she thought the quality of my videos has gone down since I was using the Glass Mat Studio. I still use it while I stamp. I just don't put it in my videos because she said it makes everything dull. And I noticed that myself, but I didn't know. I thought, well, maybe I'm just really kind of particular or whatever about it. But this sweet gal messaged me about it and was really sweet. So I decided that I won't use it in my videos anymore because I want the video quality to be better. You know, that's what's important here. So anyway, it's just one of those things that I'm grateful for the feedback on. So anyway, it's a wonderful tool. I have the little silicone sheet and the chamois. It's sitting here right next to me. I hold like extra pieces in it. I put, I've got all kinds of stuff sitting in it. So that gets used all the time. And then the chamois is really handy too. So all of those things come together as an option. Now, if you don't want this, you can also choose an additional $30 in free product to add to your starter kit. So you can choose one or the other, the Glass Mat Studio or the $30 extra in your starter kit. Either way, it's a great deal because it's all $99. It is a no-brainer. If you've been spending $100 a month in Stampin' Up products, I'm telling you, you would save money by joining Stampin' Up. And of course, when you join on my team, there are so many amazing perks to being a part of my team. I offer all kinds of wonderful things. We are a really fabulous group of people, if I can just say, that it would just be wonderful to have you be a part of all that and welcome you to a community of people who totally get you. That's what I love about our team is we are all really wonderful people who all love crafting together and understand understand this whole Stampin' thing. You know, not everybody gets it, so it's a great thing. If you have questions about any of this, please let me know. There are links to shop in my online store as well to join my team in this comment of my, or I'm sorry, in the description of this video. So please, please take a look at that if you're interested. So anyway, all right. I'm going to set these aside. So as I mentioned, I actually have 2 more of these Lavender Dreams boxes left if anybody would like to get one. And again, thank you to all of you wonderful people who were joining us for the weekend last weekend. All the content is together in this glorious PDF. So even all the bonus stuff. So it's a lot of fun. So you can holler if you are interested in one of those. There's my glass mat studio picture. Our Stamp Happy Academy is another perk of being a part of my team. You get a basic membership for free, which is a pretty awesome deal. And we would love to have you take advantage of that opportunity. So much inspiration is found in our Stamp Happy Academy website. Also, going out the door, literally as we speak, is the Trusty Tools online class. This is a fun fold class, and we're actually going to make a project with this bundle today. It is a really, really great class. There are some super cool cards in that class, and I would love to have you join us for that. It's really pretty awesome. So we'll take a closer look at that in a minute here. Our Sunshine and Creativity Delivered subscription box for March. You subscribe in February and then the box is shipped in March. It is going to be sympathy cards and thinking of you cards. And oh goodness, they are gorgeous. So we would love to have you be a part of that. So make sure you're subscribed by tomorrow to get this box. It is, I would say, not to be missed. I mean, I don't want to talk out of turn, but this is my little love child in my Stampin' Up business is our Sunshine and Creativity boxes. So anyway, all right. And then last but not least, here's the rundown of the ordering specials. If you spend $35, you'll get the free pre-cut cardstock kit with the PDF for the projects from I say today, they're actually from last week because it's a 2-week, these cards. So today's cards are not part of that, but there we go, those cards. If you spend $50, you'll also get the All-Star Video Class Bundle PDF, which is the Perennial Lavender this month. And if you spend $75, you'll get all of this stuff and this plus an embellishment to go with your cards. So there you go. Okay. All right, time to stamp. I said I wasn't going to talk too much, and here we are. Jibber jabbering away. But we've got some fun cards to make. So the first card we're going to make, I have not picked the color yet. So I wonder what color you think I should do. And I'm going to give you a couple choices. I'm going to say either my favorite color, which of course would be Coastal Cabana, or Daffodil Delight. So tell me, which color should I do the next card in? Daffodil Delight or Coastal Cabana? Okay, go in the comments. And then I'm going to start. I'm giggling. Coastal Cabana, of course. Okay. Coastal Cabana, Coastal Cabana. You guys know me so well. I had to ask because, I mean, there are other colors, right? A few of you are saying Daffodil Delight, but most of you are saying Coastal Cabana. Oh, well, I think our card would work in either color scheme, so it's up to you with whatever you want to do. But, oh, I could really, well, no, I won't. I was going to say I could really throw a wrench in there and add a third color, but I won't. All right, so let's do Coastal Cabana. All right, so I'm going to start with a half a sheet of Coastal Cabana. All right, and then I'm gonna take my Perennial postage dies. And do I want to die cut this layer in this? No, I think I'm not. I'm gonna do just this one. Okay. So I'm gonna die cut this, and actually, did I have this all die cut already? I think I did not. Okay, so I'm gonna quick die cut this. Sorry. Okay, Denise, drop me a message about it. There's actually a bunch of different options, so you can pick from different options. I shouldn't say a bunch of different options, but there's different options for registration. So just drop me an email and I'll send you all the info. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a 4 by 5¼ inch layer, which we often put on our cards. And I'm going to use this for the background. And, I was gonna say, we were using this ink pad earlier for a little project, and I thought, what if I did not have it with me? But I do, it's okay. All right, so I'm going to stamp this with the Heartfelt Hellos. Hello, because I love this hello. It's just so bright and cheerful looking. I love the fun font. I love kind of these sort of handwritey, scripty fonts. I think they're so cute. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this to create a background on my card. So I'm going to do some off, stamped off, some full strength. There we go. And then I'm not going to quite adhere this to my card because I might put some ribbon around there. I can't remember, or I can't decide if I want to put the ribbon on here or on the whole thing, but we'll get to that. Okay, I've got the, I'm not done yet. I've also got this little image from my detailed dogwood. Sorry, I picked this up. I'm like, no, that's not what I want. This little thing, we used that last week on a card and I just loved the look of it. So we're going to add some of those in here as well. And we're also going to do those, you know, stamped off, stamped full strength, just kind of creating the background. I got a lot of comments about the kind of collagey look that we got in this card that people really liked. So I'm kind of building off that idea a little bit. And what I love about it is, like, when I think of a collagey card, I think of like a fancy card or a what's the word? More sophisticated card, if you will. And this is meant to be a fun, happy card, bright, fun, happy card. So you get the difference, you know, just changing things up. Now I'm going to clean this because I actually want to use black ink on here. So let me grab a cleaner. I will tell you, after this past weekend, my stamping desk has not been the same. I tried cleaning it up and I still just haven't quite gotten all the way through to where it's like good. Okay, so there's my hello. And excuse me, we're gonna take this and I want to cut a little piece of vellum to go with this to kind of settle down the background, if you will. So I'm gonna go with 2 3/4 by 3 1/2 inches of vellum. And then I'm going to kind of put that over because we don't want it to get too busy. That might be too big. I might trim this down just a smidgen. Let's go 2.5. Because I still want to see the background, just not like all of it. 2.5 by 3.25. Okay. There we go. That's better. Oh, love it. Okay. Now on a scrap of basic white here, I'm going to stamp my flower. So cute. I'm stamping it a couple times. I'm not sure how many I'm going to end up using, but I'm good to go now. So I'll just punch this out. This is with the Petal Park punch. Punch 2 just for good measure. And then for my detail dogwood, I'm also going to take that kind of leafy image and stamp that on here. Now I'm going to use some Granny Apple Green. And I just kind of want to test this for a second to see, yeah. So I've got that on there. Oh, so cute. And of course, we're just going to curl this up and put a couple of these on here. Look at that. So cute. Okay. So I'm going to pop one up and then kind of stick the other one in there. Kind of under, like that. So cute. Use a glue dot for that one. Okay. All right, so there is my vellum, and we'll attach this directly. Actually, we're going to put our vellum directly on our card, and then we'll pop this up from the card. Just need a little adhesive. Now, obviously, the adhesive will show through the vellum on a piece of colored cardstock. It doesn't show on white, but yep, there it is. So we want to make sure wherever we put our adhesive, it's going to be covered by our postage die, and obviously it is here. And then I'm going to pop this up. Now I was going to put some black ribbon on here, but now I'm not so sure. Oh, so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now let's decide about our ribbon. So I've got this, this is our large check ribbon, which is, it was in the holiday catalog, but it's currently available. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I think we're going to add that. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my card. I wasn't sure how I was going to put it on, but I knew I wanted it. I love black and white with a pop of color on the pop of color being Coastal Cabana, you know. And I'm going to tie a bow on this. We'll see how that goes. Oh, I think this is going to be so pretty. This ribbon is just so fun. And while I am typically fairly adamant about not mixing white and vanilla in general, like this ribbon has a vanilla base to it, and then of course our cardstock is white, for some reason it just works here. I can't tell you exactly why that is. I don't really know, but it works. So we're going to go with it. All right. So I'm going to just trim that off. Now, if that is just too much for you, we also have the black and white gingham ribbon, which of course you could use, but oh, look at that. It's just superstar. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of my other favorite things, one of which is spritzing. Let's just close this up because I can. So I'm going to spritz this with my black marker by putting the marker in the cap, and then, ooh, that was pretty juicy, but we're going to go with it. It's okay. There we go. You never know what you're going to get with I almost said stripping. Spritzing, totally different. Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it's a little aggressive. This was a little aggressive, but I'm still good with it. I'm going to add some spritzes with my Clear Wink Stella because that's always awesome as well. I know Clear Wink Stella is not currently available, and the reason is because there is like some kind of issue with supplying it. Like Stampin' Up's not the only one having trouble getting it. So I'm hoping that'll get resolved soon, but that is a current issue. Okay, now let's take and add some pearls to this because the pearls are just pretty. Okay. And I'll put a couple of those in here like that, and we have a winner. Now, I think this card would have been gorgeous done in Daffodil Delight as well as the base, but of course you can never really go wrong with Coastal Cabana, so it turned out pretty sweet. Now, for the inside, ooh, we have one more flower to use, so let's throw that in on the inside of our card. All right, because I know if Kathy's watching, I know she loves it when I do the insides of cards. All right, so I'm going to grab my good old 4x5 1/4 piece of white, and then let's do a little stamping for the inside. I'm going to take this polka dot border because we have it. Why not use it? Right? Because we can. I always love saying that, but it's true. We've got this border. Let's use it because we can. So we'll put that here at the bottom. And then I'm also going to take and add a leaf because, gosh, that pop of green was nice, wasn't it? So we'll throw that right there. Granny apple once again. And then we've got our cute little flower. By the way, Whitney knew that the big tree in front of my front yard is not a dogwood, it's a magnolia. So, I don't know, those are different, right? We had a whole discussion about dogwoods last week because we are using the dogwood set. And I have a dog, or I wasn't sure if I had a dogwood, but I do not. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so that looks fun. What else was I going to do to this? Oh, add this. Because there's like this weird blank spot right there, which we can fill up with. I'm going to stamp it off first, though. Just stick that there and there. And maybe there. Oh, so pretty. Isn't that cute? Okay. All right. I'm going to stick this on the inside of my card. And then we are good to go. Love it. Okay. So there's that one. We've also got, we're going to switch gears pretty strong here. Don't get any whiplash on this. Our next card is going to be with the Trusty Tools bundle. So as I mentioned, this is our online class for February, and we've got some really wonderful fun folds. Every card in the class is a fun fold, and I'm going to do, well, let's be honest, this is not really a fun fold, but it's it could be, I guess. So, here, I'll make it a bona fide fun fold. I'm going to score this at 1 1/4. Let's score but not cut. Okay. So I did 1 1/4 there. Now I'm going to flip it around so it's normal. 1 1/4 plus 5 1/2 is 6 3/4, right? Do you like how I'm asking you that? Our rule of thumb is that we're too pretty to do math here at the Creativity Cave. Oh, and I started cutting that. Dang it. Let's see. Do I have the other half of this piece of cardstock? I do. Shoo. Okay, we'll try that again. I told you I was too pretty for this. Oh, gosh. Okay, 1 1/4. 5 1/2 plus 1 1/4 is 6 3/4. Sometimes when you say it out loud, it just works better. Using the scoring blade, we're going to score. I probably could have used that piece. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I'm holding myself to a higher standard for you guys. Okay, so I'm making this a fun fold. This is probably what would be considered like a Matchbox card, though that's actually not exactly what I'm doing with it, but you'll get the idea. What I am going to do with this is make it into like a gift card holder, which is really handy for like a birthday or a Father's Day card for a dad. I think like, what do you call it? Home Depot or Lowe's type I was going to say coupon, gift card would be really nice with this. So I used the metal plate embossing folder, which isn't that pretty cool? It is just so accurate, that pattern. So I'm going to put that's in gray granite, and it's a 4 by 4 inch chunk, which fits perfectly right there. And then on the inside of my card, I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 inch layer, which I'm not going to quite adhere yet because we're going to stamp on it in a minute, but it'll go in here, and then there we go. Now, this is why I hate scoring, because this did not, you don't notice it when the card's like this, but when you put that white in there, you can see that it's not quite lined up right. So we're going to force it. We're going to bone fold it into submission. I was going to say boner it into submission, but you heard nothing. All right. There we go. Okay, so that's the base of our card. Now I've die cut a little thing. This is like, this can be a lot of things. I'm using it as kind of a label, but it could also be like the base of a toolbox, or a wood plank that's like riveted or screwed together, you know, whatever you want. It can be any of those things. But I'm just going to use it as kind of a label on my card right here. And then I'm going to stamp with my trusty tool stamp set. And the dies in this set are really pretty cool. There's pieces that die cut out the stamps, and then there's pieces that build like the wrench. There's a paintbrush in here. There's the power tool drill thing. There's needle nose pliers. Listen to me and my fancy terms. But anyway, there's all kinds of different tools that fit in here, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to use the word dad and thank you, and my favorite sentiment in here, which is you're the most awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take and, oh, and then I got to show you a really cool card, which I'll do here in just a second. So I'm going to stamp the word dad, and I'm going to do that in crushed curry. Now, I love this color combination, and who would have thought it's the DSP that actually brought me to this one. So here's my crushed curry, and it looks phenomenal with this Last Lagoon. Now, the card I'm making, by the way, is a card I received in a swap, and I'm not sure who I got it from because the information is not on here anymore. I think it might have been somebody on my team, but I'm not positive. Anyway, I love the card. So if it was yours, I apologize that I don't have the name on here, but I'm not sure where it went. But I love the card. Okay, so I've got Dad. Then I'm going to add thank you right over the top because we've got these nice big bold words, or, you know, the word Dad. And then we can add the thank you over the top in black ink. Oops. How cool is that? Isn't that cool? All right. Now, as I said, we're going to put this on here like so. And then I'm going to pop this up on top. I already lost my dimensionals. Never fear, there's always more nearby. Okay, so there we go. Now, if you don't want to make this a Dad card, you could, you know, change this out to just like You're the Most Awesome, because that works too. Okay. But I'm going to make it a fun surprise for the inside of my card, which is always awesome. Now, we're going to go to the trusty toolbox designer series paper. Which I've got right here. Took me a second. Now, in this pack of paper, there's all these tools that you can die cut out, or you can stamp and die cut, which is really awesome. But I love when the DSP cuts out the tools, right? Then there's also this sheet, which is just like rulers, and it's what's kind of cool about it is it's non-specific rulers, which kind of makes me happy. So I'm just gonna trim off a slice. It's like I want to say construction rulers, but like, you know, contractor ruler. I don't know, maybe construction ruler is appropriate, but whatever. Okay, and then I'm going to take from my DSP this measuring tape. Note the colors. It's kind of awesome.
Like me?
Yes, just like you, sweetheart. How was your run today?
Quite.
A little brisk?
Belby gave us a 20-minute story about like Ernest Shackleton and like the Antarctic expeditions, basically saying DBB.
DBB?
That's as far as I can say.
Oh.
Good line.
Okay.
Just don't be a...
Oh, I know what that means. I see. So suck it up?
Yeah.
There you go.
It was basically a 20-minute suck it up speech.
Okay, here we go. For the weather today?
Yeah. Because we have hill repeats.
It's good for you. Okay. So here's my cute little measuring tape. By the way, the ladies say hi. He's already gone.
Hello.
He came, he found a treat, and he left. Figures, right? Okay, so I've got my die cut measuring tape. I've got my actual measuring tape, which, let's be honest, measures nothing. Well, I should say, let's look. Does this measure anything? It is not accurate. Really close. The inches are pretty close, but I think the centimeters are off just slightly. So I guess this could measure something. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. I think I want to, so what I was originally going to do is just this wouldn't be here at all. And then the white would be here. and then I'd put this over the white. So I think I'm just going to grab a slice of white to fit on the bottom here. Oh, look at that. A slice of white. I always have white laying around. I go through quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to cut this to 4 inches. And then I'm going to cut this to 1 inch. So 4 by 1. And then I know we scored at 1 1/4, so that will give me a nice little border around here. Like that. Okay. So let's add this there. I think that just kind of helps the whole thing. It just works. Okay. And then we've got that on there like so. And then we're going to add this right here. And it's actually going to serve to hold this closed. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dimensionals here right at the very bottom. And then even a little edge work on the extended measuring portion of this. Oh, that's a little long. Like that. Okay, and then we'll take and stick this onto our card like this. And now it's not really going to hold this closed, because what am I thinking? Because this part's not glued down. We could, ooh, okay. Here's what we're going to do. All right, so let's finish this part up. So I'm going to put this in here. Let me show you how we're going to make this all work together. I'm going to stamp "You're the most awesome" up here. Like that. And then I've got a gift card that'll fit right here. Okay. But to adhere this, I'm going to attach this to the inside as I would normally. And then I'm going to, I could even use a little tear and tape because it's skinnier than my seal. And I'm just going to tape this part closed. Like so. By the way, I think it was last week, or maybe it was the week before, but Carl did make dinner for us. It was lovely. He made tacos, and they were good. Okay, so now, boom, that's going to hold that flap closed. And then when I open it, there will be a surprise inside. So how fun is that? Oh! Okay, so how cool is this card, though? So again, to whomever made this fabulous project, thank you so much for sharing your awesomeness with me. I appreciate it. Okay, so there we go. Ah! Sorry. Pilar, is that how you say that? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I'm so excited you're here. She just joined. So there we go. Super cute card. All right. So that was our second card. Now our third card is another fun one. And I'm going to feature some Sunny Days Designer Series paper in this one. So I'm going to start off with a Poppy Parade card base. I suppose I should clean up my mess from this last card before I dive in. That's just sort of how I roll. Let's get rid of some of this disaster. Because you know me, got to make a good, that we know it's a good card making session when we've made a pretty decent mess and we got to clear some off before we go on to the next one. Okay, so I'm going to start with a Poppy Parade card base. And then I've got a layer of 4 by 5 1/4 with a hole in it. The hole was for this die, and this die is from the Everyday Details die. It is in a bundle called Everyday Details, and we're going to use the sentiment on here. And, well, I guess we could use the stamp too, but it's just a little area we're going to cover up with some DSP. Okay, so I have a 4 by, I think, 4.5 inch piece. Where did my little ruler go? Oh, I put it away. So odd. 4.5. Okay, now I'm going to cut this on the diagonal, and I'm just going to kind of wing it. I know that probably takes some of you type A's just to the very edge of your ability to cope, but I'm just going to lop off a hunk like that. If you wanted to measure it, it's probably like 1 1/4 or 1.5 inches up from the one end, but I can't be that specific because that's just against my grain. But as you can see, I have a nice little diagonal line, or edge, I guess is more appropriate. And it's going to cover up this big gaping hole in my layer of white cardstock. Now we've only got the white on here so that we can have something to stamp on at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to take and put it on like that. And also I'm going to fold my card the other way because of the way it's cut. Now I won't have like a little lip on the edge. That's just me being ultra anal about stuff. Okay, now I want to take a little skinny strip, like a 1/2 inch strip of cardstock. This is my Poppy Parade once again. And I'm just going to use this to go across that border like so. Okay, it's just like a trim piece, I guess. But before I do that, I want to make sure I stamp on here straight. And so I'm going to take my sentiment and we'll stamp it on. With some Poppy Parade ink. Oh. You make every day a little brighter. Aw, so nice. And I stamped it nice, so yay me. Okay, I'm going to adhere this to my card. And then I'm going to take my trim piece. Oh, shoot, I didn't want to add this to my card yet. Kidding! See? Do you see? I get excited and then I get ahead of myself. All right, but here's the solution to that. The silicone craft sheet. When you're so excited, you glue things out of order. So you can just stick that on there with the adhesive. And then I'm going to run this piece across here like so, and then I'm going to trim it before I put it on my card because it'll look better that way. So if you're like me and you get ahead of yourself, you get so excited about making your cards that you go in the wrong order, you just need yourself a little silicone craft sheet, you'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to stick that on here like so. And there we go. Oh, so nice. All right, next up, I've got this circle that we cut the hole in for, right? That's going to go right here. Okay, and then we're going to use our little paper accents. These are paper butterfly accents. And we're going to do a little coloring. Okay, so I'm going to take my blending brush, just make sure this is the right color. I'm going to take some Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to add a little color to my butterfly. So I got to pick out my butterfly. I think I'm going to use this one. It'll fit right there, but we got this white on white action, so we got to fix that. Okay, so I'm going to take my blending brush, and we're going to add some color to this. I'm being a little careful because those antennae are fairly delicate, but if we treat them right, they'll stick around. And then I'm putting ink on the vast majority of my butterfly, but not quite the whole thing. Okay, so I'm leaving a little white at the tips of the wings. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to add just a little bit more color, a little more vibrant, like that. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to switch to my Poppy Parade ink, and then I'm going to go up less coverage this time. But I'm just going to add some Poppy Parade. Now I should have probably got rid of the first bit of ink, but now you can see I've got kind of a gradient of color on my butterfly. Oh, so cute. Now here's my favorite part about these butterflies is I didn't have to die cut them. I kind of love, at first I was like, oh, they should have just made these dies. But then I thought, it is these detailed butterflies. It's so easy to just color this paper yourself. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so we're going to attach that. Well, let's put this on here first. So super, super pretty to add color to these. And of course you can customize them to whatever color you want. And as you can see, I wasn't super careful. I was a little careful and did not have any trouble with my antenna. So that's lovely. And then we'll just put that butterfly on there just like that. With, ooh, got liquid glue around here somewhere. And how fun is that? So now these butterflies are part of that Lavender suite of products. But look at that. So pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, on the inside of our card, we can do kind of the same thing. Okay, so what if I took, how about this small straight-on butterfly? And we could put this on the inside of our card. So I'm going to bring back my paper. And in case you missed it, in the cheap seats, here we go. We're going to go with some Flirty Flamingo, leaving a little white on the tips, just because it's like the third color in our ombre look, right? Okay, now I'm being a little aggressive. My antennae are still attached. Hopefully they'll stay that way. Let's see, do I have a smaller? Let's see, this might be too pink, but we can still pink ink on here. We can try and Poppy Parade it. Because this littler one, let's get rid of some of that ink, because my Poppy Parade pad I think was recently re-inked because it's pretty juicy. But there we go. That has not enough Flirty Flamingo in it, but here we are. Anywho, let's take and add that. Well, there's no good place to put these because they'll get ink on stuff. Okay, so we'll put that on the inside of our card. By the way, you can also use these. It just is in my DNA to curve the edges or the wings. You could also sponge or ink blend you know, the patterns of those butterflies on stuff, because that's really pretty. You know, use the paper as a stencil. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose. My apologies. I hope you couldn't hear that too much. All right, so there is our beautiful little inside to our card. So we'll add this inside like so. And then last but not least, we should embellish this. I think I'm going to use those pearls again, because why not? They're so pretty. And they really kind of go nicely with this. Okay, so I'll put a pearl there and a pearl over there. So there we go. And you know what? I feel I gotta do it. I'm just gonna Winkostella this because it just seems wrong to have a butterfly without Winkostella somewhere on it. There we go. Okay. So how fun is that? Let me close up my ink pads. And let me bring out my cards. So we had kind of a nice little variety here today. I've got my hello card with the detailed dogwood and the heartfelt hellos from Sale-a-bration. And then that's the Perennial postage die cut from the dies. Sorry, I really had to think that through. Then we had the Trusty Tools bundle for this cute dad gift card holder. Now, of course, you could make this card for any occasion just by switching up what you put here. You know, you could put a flower or, you know, a butterfly here and change up the paper colors. And, you know, it would be a lovely Mother's Day card because that's coming before Father's Day, actually. But the trusty Toolbox DSP is going to be gone after tomorrow. So cute. All right. And then, of course, this is the Sunny Days Designer Series paper. Now, that's the fun pack that's got the rainbows and the clouds and all the fun kind of happy patterns in it. There's butterflies, there's strawberries, there's different floral patterns, and then there's the rainbows, which of course I love, and then the clouds. So it's a really fun pack of DSP that you can get. So there you go. Those were our cards for today. So thank y'all so much for being here. I hope that you had fun with me. Thank you again for being a part of my day. I just am so grateful to have you all here. If you could give me the thumbs up, that would just rock my world. It makes such a big difference with the YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There should be a little button somewhere in that department. And that allows you to see when more videos come out. So thank you guys. Have just a really great rest of your week. And I think I might have another video tomorrow, so watch for that. But thanks again for being here, and we'll see you soon.